Good morning. This is Dr. Karan from DrPKLyfe, and in this video, I'm going to talk about 10 foods and drinks that drain your energy, and that's the most common complaint I get to hear every day. So I'm going to give you the doctor's stop list for you. So you know that people say that you are what you eat, and that means that what you eat every day really determines your health and how you're going to feel that day. So you're feeling tired all the time, you're struggling to get through your day and without caffeine or soda or naps, you might be eating wrong kind of food. And as a doctor, I have seen certain food and drinks that can sabotage your energy level and even if you are getting enough sleep. So let's talk about those food which is robbing you of energy and good health. So number one, sugary breakfast cereals. Sugary breakfast cereals. Now we love cereals, right? It's because it's so feels so good and it's sweet and it's sugary. So for the kids they are okay, but for adults they are definitely not okay. So what I'm gonna show you and tell you and give you some tips what to do. So we know that most cereals they are loaded with refined sugar and they're low in fiber and protein, and they spike your blood sugar, you know, and they spike your blood sugar and they crash it, leaving you groggy by mid morning. Even by 10 o'clock, you're like, oh, I need energy, I need some soda. 10 years ago, I was in the same place because I was eating totally wrong until I figured out. So this is the number one tip, and this is going to really help you to do better. Number one, start with high protein, high fiber breakfast like eggs, 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 eggs. If you don't like eggs, get a protein shake. Vegan protein, milk protein, other dairy protein like whey protein. Add some avocado. You can add some meat, vegetables, Greek yogurt, and berries, and that would be very, very helpful, right? So that's number one. So you need to avoid sugary breakfast cereal. You need to have high protein, fat breakfast with bunch of vegetables. So remember, eat your breakfast like a king. You need to get 40% of daily calories from breakfast. So don't skip your breakfast. I get to hear that often. And don't go for bad breakfast, bad food, which is not gonna give you good energy and gonna cause you to gain weight and cause all kinds of inflammation. Number two, white bread and refined carbs. So people eat sandwich with white bread, pastries, even pasta made with a white flour, like they lack nutrients and fiber. So and they also cause rapid glucose spike. Glycemic index is high, and then followed by major energy crash. So choose whole grain like oats, quinoa, sprouted grain bread. Those are much better option for you. Energy drinks. So they're full of sugar, artificial caffeine. Yes, they give you a temporary jolt. Red Bull and all those monster drinks. They drain your adrenal system and disrupt your natural energy rhythm. I mean, those are your body wrecker. Can't really, it should not. It should not drink energy drinks. Switch to green tea, matcha, or balanced energy drinks without the crash. Non-sugary drink is okay, but not the diet one. Not with the aspartame or saccharin and those kind of stuff. No good. They're not good. They're not good. Okay. Next one, fried and greasy foods. So, burger, fries, fatty, fried foods slow down digestion. They redirect blood flow to the gut and make you feel heavy and sluggish. So, opt for baked or grilled lean proteins and veggies. Okay, alcohol, night drink, tossing in the bed. People just normal thing. Alcohol help you relax. That's what people think, but it does interfere with the REM sleep and dehydrates you and it spikes your cortisol level. Next day, what happens? You feel exhausted, you know. So cut down or skip alcohol, especially on the weekdays, and make sure you're always hydrated. 6 bottles of water every day. Low calorie diet food. So, you know, diet food, they usually have problem in the sense that they lack fats, protein, and complex carb, leaving you nothing but to sustain energy. They're also loaded with artificial sweeteners, which mess up with your insulin metabolism. So don't fear healthy fat like avocado, nuts, olive oil, seeds. They support and sustain your energy. Processed meat, like deli meats, hot dogs, they have a sodium and preservatives. So sodium nitrites and additives, unhealthy fats, they make processed meats inflammatory. They lead to poor circulation and brain fog. So choose fresh, unprocessed protein like fish, chicken, lentils, etc. Artificial sweetener, all diet feed, you know, there's a diet, and but that was basically tricking the consumer into thinking that they're healthy, but they're not. And fake sugar confuse your brain and gut, leaving for more craving, insulin resistance, and fatigue. Aspartame, sucralose, and those are saccharine, those are problematic. So natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit they call them. I call them monk, but monk fruit if needed. Monk fruit, I like it better because it's very much, it tastes like sugar actually. Stevia has some little aftertaste, so that's not my preference, but monk sugar is really great. Skipping meals. Okay, so lots of people do is that they skip meal, they skip breakfast, they skip lunch, and they just have a huge dinner, and you know they have problem with their metabolism, and they keep gaining weight, and they complain, you're like, well, why I'm getting weight? I'm not eating enough. I just had dinner once a day. Well, the problem is that you are not going with along with the body's metabolic system. Body has its own rule. It's not going to change for you. That's nature. Body has internal clock. Body has its own rule, and you stick by body's rule. You sync your eating habit with your body, and you're going to benefit. So skipping meals forces your body into a stress mode, and dropping blood sugar and draining your energy, reserve. So you're going to feel tired. Other one, excess coffee. Sometimes I get to see people like, oh, I have 4 or 5 cups of coffee. Too much caffeine overstimulates your nervous system, messes up your sleep cycle, and depletes B vitamins. So stick to 1 to 2 cups coffee per day. Try herbal teas like a ginger and ginseng for natural energy boost. So, what to eat instead? For lasting energy, eat foods that stabilize your blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support mitochondria. Top energy boosting food: leafy greens, iron and magnesium are present. Eggs have B12 and choline. Oats, slow carbs. Berries, antioxidant. Nuts, healthy fats. Greek yogurts has probiotics and protein. Water dehydration can cause problems, so you need to drink lots of water. So low energy isn't just about sleep, but also about what you feed your body. Cut out these energy vampires and fuel yourself like a machine. Morning hours is a great time. Body is primed for energy. You need to feed your body. You just cannot deprive your body of good breakfast and good lunch. You can deprive your body of dinner, but not breakfast or lunch. Lots of people do opposite, and that leads to bad health, metabolism, pre-diabetes, and weight gain, and really poor in energy. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you guys there. Have a great day.